Hi, I'm Rosa Hill, and welcome back to part 3 of my educational series on intimate partner violence in observance of National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Listener discretion is advised. However, if you're a young person experiencing or witnessing intimate partner violence, I encourage you to watch this series when it's safe to do so. The information may be helpful in identifying, preventing, or leaving an abusive relationship. It's time to break the intergenerational cycles of abuse. Oftentimes, people don't understand the dynamics of intimate partner violence. There's misconceptions and stigmas that often plague the victim. Many people think that batterers just need anger management, rehab for substance abuse, or attention to their mental health struggles. They may need some or all of that too, but intimate partner violence is a separate issue in and of its own, and it needs to be treated as a separate condition in and of itself. Anger management is not always appropriate route to rehabilitating the intimate partner batterer. Anger management is usually beneficial, but it was designed for treating generalized anger, irritability, and aggression. Intimate partner violence, on the other hand, goes much deeper than someone with generalized anger, aggression, and irritability. Sometimes people with anger issues don't abuse their partners, so there can be a difference regarding the type of rehabilitation the batterer may need in order to control their anger and correct the root of their violent tendencies. In most cases, habitual intimate partner violence, um, the batterer witnessed maladaptive love languages from their caregivers. This was their first exposure to the concept of love and romance. This is how they were taught to love. What's worse is when the batterer knows it and tries to protect this part of themselves. This can be seen in batterers who may or may not be narcissistic and or demonstrate psychopathic or sociopathic tendencies. Um, there's a lot of variables that come into play with that. So it's not a one size fits all. Sometimes it's easy to see these traits in individuals who lack social skills and awareness of themselves and the environment, how they perceive themselves and others, and how others view them and their behavior. A refined batterer with narcissistic or sociopathic tendencies is more difficult to detect. Antisocial, not so much. I've noticed over the years that most individuals with antisocial personality disorder carry a violent criminal history. In some cases, they just haven't been arrested yet, as there's always a first time for everything. It generally manifests in teen years and it creates legal, educational, and socioeconomic disparities across the lifespan. So they tend to be less refined than batterers who are educated, popular, and have access to more resources. The antisocial personality type is more likely to humiliate or abuse their partner in public, either due to a lack of awareness, or they think it's acceptable, or they don't care because everyone in their social circle knows that they're violent. Batterers with psychopathic and sociopathic tendencies are often capable of things a person would never believe unless they witnessed it with their own eyes. The refined pathological batterer is more likely to get away with epic proportions of abuse versus the batterer with poor social skills, a low IQ, or a lack of popularity and resources. These types of personalities can only be fixed with operant conditioning, knowing that there will be a consequence if they get caught. And if they do get caught, they're usually not sorry for what they did. They're usually just sorry that they got caught, and they might even shed a few tears for themselves. So, thanks for watching episode 3. Wear your purple ribbons to honor the victims. And if you're in an abusive situation and you need help, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1 800 799 7233. That's 1 800 799 7233. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more on this topic and coming up in part 4.